Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined with Max Bronston. He is part of the talented R&B band here in Lexington, Kentucky, HoneyChild. This is actually your second appearance on this show. So welcome back, man.
Man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you hitting me up, showing me all kind of love, man. I really do appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Been a fan of HoneyChild for several years, and I seen y'all perform multiple times. It was great to have you back on, man. Very happy to have you back. But before we dive into the questions, with this pandemic going on, how's everything with you and the family health wise? How's everyone going?
Man, we've just been hanging in like everybody else, trying to stay indoors as best we can. Fortunate for my family. No one's, at least in my household, no one's contracted the virus, and we have one person that's already taken the vaccine. Plan on taking mine soon as I can get on the registry for it. But everybody's fine. Kids are going to school still online. The whole nine, and everybody's just prepped and ready to get things back open and back going, as close to normal as we can get them.
Right. So that's encouraging to hear. Obviously, COVID-19 definitely hit the music scene very hard. Hit the venues, the bars, the restaurants, just anyone that plays live music or gives you performers that platform. While a lot of places are back open, there's still some hesitation. There's very few live music being played right now, but at least we're getting something going. As
Right.
slowly but surely getting back to some sort of normalcy. So has there been has there been any chats with you and the band since this pandemic as far as when y'all think it's the right time to get back to perform? What's the conversation been like with the band during this whole time?
Well, a few people in the band have had vaccine already, so the general consensus is as soon as the governor opens everything up 100%, or at least close to where it's, back, like I said, some normality, we're definitely going to not just hop all the way back in, because we want everything to be right and no one to get sick. We don't want to be the cause of a super spreader event, if you understand what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because, if it's a small venue and that person is, all these businesses have been hurting, and they all been hurting. And those first few shows that any band does, it's going to be packed houses.
Yeah.
Because people haven't been out in a while. If it's your favorite band, you got to expect for it to be a packed house. But a packed house can be a very dangerous situation still, until the whole vaccine deal is done. And even with the vaccine, there's still no guarantee that, you're going to be safe in that environment. So if it's still, we're going to have to see some pretty accurate, pretty safe looking conditions going on. At least by, from as far as the COVID numbers and the medical people saying, hey, it's pretty, you should feel comfortable going out now.
Yeah.
That's when we're going to get back on. And we do have some shows. We have some private shows, but the public shows, are still kind of scary for us. And it is not worth it. It's just not worth anybody's life, anybody's welfare. A couple of us have underlying conditions. And it's just truly not worth that. And we've even kind of not done anything live, like on over social media or on the internet, because we're like, let's let everybody wait a little while and maybe build up some anticipation, and then we can just come back out banging, So that's how the band is looking at it. We're just like, let things be safe first, and then we'll go back in and head on.
You definitely made valid points. Especially as it pertains to, HoneyChild is a band, it's a group, and it's just analyzing everything, just monitoring everything that's happening. While Kentucky's COVID numbers has kind of decreased a bit for the last several weeks, it's
Right.
still there's some hesitation, and it's understandable. I haven't been to a lot of shows myself with this whole pandemic. I'm either at home or at work. And after talking to my mom and my dad about this vaccine situation, they kind of encouraged me to do it, to take the vaccine. And I'm definitely going to take it myself. And I guess with me, once I get the vaccine, I'll probably be more comfortable going to a few shows here and there. But
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely. And,
got
and the thing, even the thing, I wanted to put out there about taking the vaccine and not taking the vaccine, because I totally understand anyone not wanting or having faith in that vaccination.
yeah,
I totally understand that. And we have everyone has their own personal reasons, history, issues with the history of people giving out vaccinations, especially to our culture
yeah,
in a sense, using us as guinea pigs on a whole lot of things. So, I mean, there's a whole lot of things that could discourage you from taking it. But, the other part of that, what I would like to say to everyone is that, up and down about taking the vaccine. It's either you can take you can try out COVID straight on and see if you survive, or you can try this controlled method with the vaccine and see if you survive. And that's how I'm looking at it.
yeah,
You can take the risk of catching COVID full on, and the survival rate of that is probably far worse than taking the vaccine. So everyone needs to put that in their heads. It's better to do the calculated risk, in my opinion, than it is just hoping for the best if you do catch it, because we're all going to be exposed to it in one point or another. This is going to be around like the flu. It's going to always be around. So at which point do you want to catch it, or how do you want to deal with it? Would you rather have your immune system at least prepped and ready for this, or do you want to just try to catch it head on and hopefully, you come out on the better end of it? Because a lot of people aren't. So, I just want to put that on everybody's mind. And that's how, and going back to the band, that's how we're thinking about it. So, it's more of a thing for everybody just to be safe. This, I love entertaining, but I love people's lives far more than that. And this music will always be around, and we can just wait. We can just wait. It'll come back. This too shall pass.
yeah. As so many people will say, this pandemic is not going to be forever. We all, as I keep hearing end of this year say this at the top of my head, like we would get through this, together. And, at least we're making strides here in Kentucky. I won't speak for all other states. I can only speak for the state that I live in. So we and not everybody's going to get the vaccine right away. So
Right.
so it's like the elderly, the more at risk people need it the most, and it
Right.
feels like if you make it this far without getting it, or you don't have that many symptoms, then it's okay to just as long as you take all the precautions, then you'll be okay. Um, but that's here, there. Um, and I do miss live music like you do. I mean, we all do. It was part of our lives. It's something that we
Right.
enjoy. The weekends, hanging out with your friends, your family members, your loved ones, and I definitely look forward to seeing HoneyChild back once everything gets back to some legit normalcy. So I definitely look forward to that. Um, so as far as music, man, like has that now? Obviously, y'all play some cover music. Y'all play some like your own versions of hit songs on everything. Now, as far as the list, the type of songs that y'all do. Um, I'm not sure if I asked you this on the first interview, but from you, being a performer, what's some of your favorite songs you like to perform as far as you know, if as far as music out there, whether it's old songs or new songs, what are some songs you are so eager to play once things do get back to normalcy?
Um, we I think we pride ourselves on being able to play from the '60s up until today.
Mm-hmm.
So, we love playing like Earth, Wind and Fire, anything by them. We've got a nice selection of Stevie Wonder. Um, we've been playing down to Jeff Ruby's. So our laid back music list has grown a little bit, So we're playing stuff like Peabo Bryson, Luther, and things of that nature. It's more laid back R&B down there. Of course, everybody's heard us play This Is How We Do It. That's probably, that's one of our big ones there.
Yeah.
No Diggity. And, we cater, we're trying to be the best dance band. That's our niche. There's several, everybody has their strengths and weaknesses, and what we're trying to concentrate on is being the best dance band you've heard here in Kentucky. And that's what we pride of. We call ourselves the hottest dance band. We definitely, I'm reaching out on Facebook and I'm just asking people, your listeners and everybody, y'all can hit us up on www.honeychildband.com or hit us up at bookhoneychild@gmail. If there's a certain song you'd like to hear, it doesn't matter what it is, y'all can hit us up and we'll try to get it together. If it's a worthwhile song, we just don't want to play everything. You can't send us your personal favorite that you and your grandma like, and nobody's gonna dance to it. You know what I mean? But if it's a song like those good B-list songs are the ones you want to separate yourselves with.
Yeah.
We play Africa by Toto. We can go from Snoop Doggy Dogg to Africa by Toto. So that lets you know, as long as it's a good song and people gonna feel good, that's what we're trying to play. So, it's any and everything for us. So that's how we're trying to attract people to HoneyChild to know they're going to have a good time. They are going to dance and they're going to leave out feeling good and hopefully come back and see us again.
So the email, bookhoneychild@gmail.com, and the website is www.honeychildband.com. So while they waiting for the time to be right, you could definitely send your requests that way for some songs that you would like to hear them play. And once things get back to normalcy, and if you actually show up and hear these songs, you definitely will likely hear them requests. My mom and dad would love y'all playing some Earth, Wind and Fire, some Stevie Wonder. Definitely grown folk music right there. Mom and dad always tells me that they lived, through some really good music, and I'd be like, yeah, mom and dad, y'all right. Y'all definitely lived through a lot better music than my generation of sorts. My generation, we got some good music, but the old music, man, you can't beat that. You can't beat Earth, Wind and Fire. You can't beat Stevie Wonder.
It's timeless.
Timeless.
All that stuff is all that stuff is timeless. Not saying that not absolutely any of the music nowadays is not timeless, but it's just the songs of the '70s and Me and You more the '80s and the '90s. It's an era, defines an era. Those songs can define where you were in your life at the time, or they hit an emotion, they hit a button in you that you just remember what the song is and what the song is about, and it moves you, and it takes you where it needs to take you, where it's supposed to take you, and I'm not trying to sound like an old school cat that just all this new music ain't nothing, but a lot of the new music really it's lacking substance. And that's what we got to get back to. And HoneyChild is working on that. We do have some original material going. So be actually definitely looking for that. Next show we do in public, we're going to do some of these original songs we got. And we're going to have this EP sitting out there on the table. Hopefully everyone likes it. Hopefully everybody helps and supports and purchases that EP. But it is coming. It is definitely coming. Frank Matson is a new member to the band. Okay. People might know him around Lexington. You hear that name Matson, you know what it is. So he's up there vocally helping us out. And we got that going, Slew Promotions. She's just gnawing at the bit. She's just waiting for that opportunity. That's my wife. Super Promotions, if you ever been to those Clarion parties, Casual Fridays back in the day down at Chase Building, Main Street Live, she's done it all. She's been around for a while. She's going to have stuff popping soon as we're ready to open, as soon as the conditions are better. And that is going to be also popping, and HoneyChild will definitely be in the house for those. And then, lastly, what you brought up earlier, we could talk about me being on the verge.
Yes.
Every day,
yes.
Monday through Friday. So, that on the verge thing just hit me one day I just thought about it. Like, you know what? I'm ready to call in to work every day, but everybody is. You ready to call in every day.
Yeah. Especially through the snowstorms this past couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah. Every day. I got out of that bed, looked out the window, and laid back down and gave myself a good 2 minutes to think about it. Am I calling in or not? Every day. You hear me? And I called in 2 of them. Don't get it twisted. But that's just something I knew that everybody could share, get a laugh off of that every day, because everybody wakes up in the morning like, man, I really don't want to go work today. And I'm just trying to bring a little laugh to everybody, first thing in the morning. Like, let me see what foolishness Max is saying on here today. And that's what it is. And going with that, another thing going on with me and my wife, we're doing a YouTube channel.
Okay.
And it's called On the Verge with Max and Slew. And we're just doing a couples, just us talking, just on there talking about movies, talking about music, and it's men versus women topics, or just general discussions on stuff. Y'all make sure to check that out. It's On the Verge with Max and Slew. Slew is spelled SLOO, and it's on YouTube. And y'all check us out on there. It's just a little entertainment. It's just a little bit of entertainment again for some, nothing serious. Just something to watch.
All good and fun. All good and fun. I kind of knew that On the Verge was going to be something more than, Facebook status and getting our laughs off. So I'm happy that you and the wife, decide let's take the next step. Let's make a segment out of it, and put it on YouTube. So go check that out, On the Verge with Max and Slew. On YouTube, hit that subscribe button. They're going to bring you a variety of content, and check it out.
Absolutely.
So, Max, man, it was great chatting with you, getting caught up with you. Thank you so much for being on the show. More importantly, being safe, and your family, and the band. And I look forward to seeing HoneyChild back once everything is 100% back to normal. So keep an eye out, honeychildband.com, book honeychild@gmail.com. Send those requests in, and they can at least rehearse these songs while everyone is waiting. So
that's right.
So
absolutely.
Thank you.
And we'll be down at Jeff Ruby's Friday. March the 5th. We're doing a 4-piece band because there's still stipulations on the, social distances and everything. So we have a small band in there. Yeah. If you're not doing nothing, hey, come on out.
Absolutely. Go check it out, man. Continues, to be safe and enjoy yourself, man. We'll talk again soon.
All right, man. I appreciate you, brother. You stay up.
Yes, sir. You have a good night.
You too. Peace.
Bye-bye.